Greetings. I wanted to share with you a resource that I'll be using this year to help my children in during their reading when we're going over the different elements of reading and to engage them in critical thinking. This resource is synonymous to the reading response cards that I talked about in a previous video. However, these response prompts are more specific towards different elements of reading. For instance, there's a section in here for inferring. And there's different prompts in here that, for instance, it says predict what will happen next. Use clues from the text to make your prediction believable. What are two emotions the main character has felt? What do you think made the main character feel that way? So based off of what your children have read or what your students have read, they are able to infer or to pick up different things from the story to predict what they think is going to happen or what's going on in the story. There's elements in here, making connections. Describe something you have read that is similar to this. So you can take two different texts that your children or your students have read and they can make that connection. They can compare and contrast the different stories. What would be your reaction to having to adapt to the character's environment and why? So this is a list of questions and prompts that would help them in making connections. Then there is asking questions. Describe a character that you would like to meet. List 4 questions that you would ask the character. Each question must start with a different W word. Who, what, when, why, and where. There's determining importance, visualizing, synthesizing, summarizing, monitoring comprehension, theme, plot, setting, characters, and there's miscellaneous. Does the title fit the story? Draw a line down the center of your page. On the left, list what you like about what you read and why, and on the right, list what you didn't like and why. And there's success criteria for writing a reader response, and there's a list of things to go by. Reread the question. Be sure to understand exactly what the question is asking. Plan your response. Think about everything you want to include and write down some important ideas that you don't want to forget. And in the last page would be the rubric for the reading response journal, and there's a list of criteria of knowledge and understanding, thinking, and communication, and the rubric goes from level 1 to level 4. So this is a really good resource. It's open-ended, so it's not geared toward any genre of reading. You can use it across the board, and it really opens up the door for some critical thinking and open dialogue when your children are reading. It opens their minds up to get them to think a little deeper. I purchased this off of Teachers Pay Teachers for, I want to say $3.50, but I will double check the price and I will post the link in the description box. It wasn't that much at all, and I simply just printed it out and I binded it. You can easily put this in a folder. I'm actually going to place this in my lesson planning binder, so I'll have it available and I know exactly where it is. So again, I'm going to post a link in the description box, and I think on the website you can actually view samples of it. I know it's dark, but it looks like this is really thorough, has a nice set of questions for each element, and it's a really good addition. So I recommend that you check it out. Peace.